I want to talk to y'all about one of the most awesome things that has ever happened to me in my life, okay? This was a few months ago, maybe 5 or 6 months ago. This was one of those moments in my life that was kind of life-changing. One of those things that made me want to dig a little deeper into my family tree, maybe. I haven't really done it yet, but I plan to at some point. I lived in Tyler, Texas until I was about 6 or 7 years old. My parents were divorced, my mom and my biological father. My father had remarried at the time, and my stepmother at the time, who was sweet as sugar, I still to this day love this woman to pieces, she's freaking awesome, was pregnant. At the time, she had also had a little boy. I think he was like 2 or 3 at the time, but at the time she was pregnant with a little girl. And I remember this little girl being born, and her name was Ayla. Coolest name ever. I still think that's the coolest name she could have picked for this kid. Anyway, we had to move away for certain reasons, and I got to thinking about a year ago, whatever happened to this little girl, Ayla. Yes, she is my half-sister. I'd like to know what happened to her. So I got to messing around on the internet and Googled her name and found a few pictures on Google, and she had a MySpace page. So I sent her a message on MySpace, which nobody uses MySpace anymore, so I about half didn't even expect for her to ever get that. And I don't even think, Ayla, did you ever get that? Anyway, get back to me on that. Anyway, several months went by and I'd never heard anything about her, and I found on Facebook a message board, Tyler, Texas, Smith County, and I posted that I'd lived there when I was a child and wondered if there were any Hitchcocks left behind. If so, to get a hold of me. And a couple weeks later, out of the blue, I get a friend request. Guess who? And I trip the hell out. I am freaking out in my living room, looking at my old man with tears in my eyes, going, guess who this is? This is my little sister. So I accept the friend request, and I got to talking about her. And I find out from her that not only does she still exist, that I also have a younger brother whose name is Wes. And both of them have children. So I find out in a day's time that I have a brother, a sister, and 2 nieces and a nephew. If I'm wrong on all that, please let me know, bro and sis. I've been talking to these people. I don't really get to talk to Wes too much because he's not online that much. I do get to talk to Ayla every few days, maybe. I get along with them pretty good. They're really not a thing like me at all, which is fine. I tend to enjoy variety in any and all of its forms. But I get along with them pretty good. They're cool people. They're really cool people. They still live in Tyler. It's just amazing to me that I have family somewhere that's connected to my father, which I don't really give half a shit about my father. He didn't give half a shit about me and my brother, so fuck him. But it's just wonderful to me that these people are in this world that connect me to that bloodline and that are actually family, and they claim me. I'm so cool with the fact that there's people on this earth that claim me still. It's so cool. Somebody likes me. But one of these days, the plan is to go down to Texas and actually meet my brother and sister and the rest of my little mini thems. And coolest thing ever, I'll just chirp it out that the fact that I have family. I spent most of the day on Facebook talking to Ayla, my little sister, in tears, happy tears. I love her to pieces. She's sweet as she can be, and she Oh my gosh, she cracks me up sometimes, some of the stuff she posts on Facebook. I don't really tell her that, but now she knows, I guess, if she watches this. But yeah, it kind of completes the circle because I spent a lot of my life wondering what went on and what happened and what would have happened if, and now I know. And I don't know, I just can't get over it. It's that sometimes life doesn't completely suck. And yeah, it's kind of sad, and I've told Ayla this before. It's kind of sad that we didn't get to grow up together, but it couldn't have been the worst thing ever since we've all got lives and kids and people we love to death. It's just great, and it makes me happy. I don't really get along too well with some of the people that are in the immediate family that I did grow up with. So this is sort of like one of those second chances, maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. That sounds kind of retarded. Forget I said that, please. Just don't ever think about that again. That was ridiculous.